Zoom and boom, everyone. Spiky Dash here with you. This is kind of, again, an off-the-cuff kind of thing, but wow. First off, though, before I dive into the title of this video, some general housekeeping. For those of you who were expecting the Tracking the Madness stream last night for Bracket 5, I apologize greatly. There was an unexpected company over last night, and clearly it was not expected, and just didn't have the time to do the stream. So I tweeted about it. So again, it'll probably be, the next one will be on next Tuesday evening for Tracking the Madness. So make sure you tune in for that. That will be the next TTM video, and we'll have multiple. I'll be making multiple projections and TTM streams and videos leading up to Selection Sunday. But let's talk about what dropped today. Because wow, you guys. So, and again, as I put in the title, I did put it in the tags. If you do not want to be spoiled, don't watch. Seriously, there's a lot of spoilers in this. There's a lot of new info that we did not know about originally when the first trailer that I mentioned in ATSD on Tuesday launched. So again, if you do not want to be spoiled, please, mute now. Don't watch. Don't watch it later. There are plenty of spoilers in this. So this is, the title is your warning. This is your warning now. There's a lot to digest here if you have not seen the Season 9 exclusive trailer that dropped today, because oh boy, we are in for a wild ride. If FIM really wanted to go out with a bang, I think this is the way to do it. So I've jotted down some notes, and let me just kind of hash out, what I gathered from it, in terms of everything that went down. Let me see if I can maybe make my window here a little bit smaller so I can actually see. There we go. Okay, so maybe I can put it on this side. That's better. Well, actually, no, that just makes that bigger. Oh, gosh dang. All right. Well, what I may have to do is just do it that way. All right, so maybe make it like, there we go. There we go. That'll work. All right, so here's all that we learned from this trailer that dropped. The biggest one is right out of the box. Princess Celestia and Luna are retiring, and they are handing over the kingdom, the whole kingdom of Equestria, to Twilight. Yes, it's a late gasp moment, as demonstrated by the main six. But I guess I can't say I'm too surprised at that. Let's think about the timeline here. They've been ruling Equestria for years. And we do remember that Luna was in Band in the Moon for 1,000. So clearly they've been ruling Equestria for God and Celestia knows how long. And so I guess it makes sense for that to happen. But of course, that, as explained by the description and explained as shown in the trailer, it kind of spins Twilight into this feeling of self-doubt, where she even says, I don't think I'm even ready to rule an entire kingdom. So she immediately has those thoughts in her head of, oh boy, this is massive. And I of course had to chuckle at the hilarious thing where Pinky, said she called it classic Twilighting. We're accustomed to that, seeing it as viewers, but he just said classic Twilighting, and then Twilight responds with, Twilighting? You made my name a verb? I died. I died on that part. That was hilarious. So there's that concept. And then in the description I read, meanwhile, an ancient villain. I have no idea who that is. We've gotten, unless it's Sombra, who we saw in the first trailer. But again, that still doesn't explain how he's back, or how he's brought back, or how he got regenerated or brought back to life. We still don't know the answer to that. Is planning to assemble a who's who of former villains to conquer Equestria, challenging Twilight in the main six. So again, we know that Sombra has a part of that somehow, but again, doesn't explain the assembling. But you know what? If it's going to be like a smorgasbord of the non-reform villains, then I suppose we're going to see a lot from previous seasons. We're definitely probably going to see T-Rex and Cozy Glow, considering the end of season 8. I'm sure we'll see Chrysalis in some aspect. Am I missing any? Good grief! If we saw the Storm King, although he was dead, but you never know if Sombra can be regenerated. Certainly, Storm King can be regenerated. So who knows if we see that. Movie tie-ins is on my season 9 wish list. And I'm pretty sure I could check some of these off just based on the past couple trailers. So I'm sure we'll see plenty of former, or not former, but still current baddies, if that description is to be taken that way. We really didn't get a further explanation though from the first trailer on how the Tree of Harmony just gets blasted into smithereens. And what's weird is also I'm seeing a lot of them in different trailers. The main six are holding gardening tools. So it's so clearly this villain or entity or what have you has this ability to make these evil fauna and plant life grow, I guess, somehow, and just emaciate the tree or murder it. That's basically what I saw in the first trailer. It was just poof, gone. So that was the gas moment for me in the first trailer. So we don't get an explanation on that. So that's something that stands out to me a bit. What could that possibly entail? In this new trailer, we do see we'll at least see one of the pillars. Starscroll does make a brief appearance. Now, really don't know what his role or the Pillar's role is going to be. We saw the Pillars, briefly last season when we saw the episode with Rockhoof, seeing how they're acclimating to their life now in Equestria now. Although we still didn't see Stygian, and Stygian is on my wish list for season 9. I want to see what became of him. We know that he's writing books, but I want to see what became of him. So we see him briefly, but we don't know what their role is going to be. And we do see the students in this trailer. So that gives me some encouragement as well to see, because that's also on my wish list, the role of the school. Is Chancellor Nase going to have a role? And the Student 6, what is their role going to be going forward? So I can at least check that part of it off a little bit, because we do see them in the trailer. Now we don't get any vocalization, don't get any live vocals, but we see them at one point coming into the school after we hear that Twilight's getting the kingdom. So apparently they must be summoned for something, and then we see the really interesting part at the end. And I somewhat called this based on the season 8 finale, where we saw the Student 6 glowing with the colors of the elements, and I'm thinking to myself, okay, then they've got to be they're going to be the new element bearers or something to that effect. Well, it looks like, and this is just again my indication, but it looks like that's what's going to happen, because Twilight's going to be taking over the kingdom, and the main is going to have all these responsibilities. Someone's got to be the new element bearers. Well, who better than the Student 6 to do that? Who better than them to take on that role after all that they had learned over season 8? So it looks like that happens in this trailer. So because Twilight does something, and it generates the colors of the elements of light to each one of them. Now, of course, we don't know which of the students are going to get which element yet. That we still don't know. And maybe I can watch it again and gauge from that which one they're going to get. Maybe I'll watch it a couple times just to view that. But then one thing I noticed the second time I watched it, that I didn't notice the first time I did. I watched it again, and then I noticed this. And I don't know if this is just because this is Ocellus's character or for a different reason. But when that scene happens, Ocellus, you'll notice, is wearing the graduation garb that they were all wearing in the finale. Ocellus is wearing it. No one else is, but she is. And I teared up at that. I didn't, because I found it incredibly adorable, because you guys, if you know me, I adore Ocellus and Smolder as my top two characters of the Student Six and of non-pony characters, period. But I noticed that, and I'm like, oh my gosh, she's so adorable. Like, I couldn't get over that. So I wonder if that's just her character, or if there's a reason why she's wearing that in that moment. So I'll definitely be watching out for that as the season goes along. And I also read in the description that we are going to see at least 2 returning characters from season past. So Patton Oswalt, who was Quibble Pants, as we saw in with the Daring Do episode with Rainbow Dash, and then also Stranger Than Fan Fiction. That's right. I had to cut that come to my mind. And then Weird Al Yankovic, who voiced Cheese Sandwich in Pinky Pride. They will both be coming back in their roles. Now, we don't know, of course, what episodes they're going to be in yet, but it's nice to see that we are going to get some, returning characters from previous seasons. So that will be cool as well. So yeah, there's a lot to digest there. It's a lot to take in, a lot of questions, for sure. But the main thing is, no pun intended, this is going to be a wild ending to an amazing series, and I think we're going to get the ending that it deserves. And I posted in my Twitter, the thought of oh yes, it's like the REM song. It's the end of the world as we know it, the current one that we know now. But there's still G5 to come. There's still the CGI movie to come. There's still a lot going to be going on. But if this one's going to end, then it's going to end strong. And I like I said, I feel fine. I feel excited. I feel a lot of mixed emotions. I just can't wait to see what they're going to do in season 9. And we also got a release date, and a very convenient one at that. It is debuting on less than a month from now, actually, on Saturday, April 6th. What's the significance of April 6th? Oh, that's right. We're going to be in Schaumburg for Winnie City 19. So they're probably going to have a screening of the debut episode of season 9 at Con. And good luck trying to get in that, I'm sure, because I'm sure there will be everyone at the convention probably going to that. So yeah, convenient. Oh, and also one more thing that I thought also stood out. The 200th episode is going to be on April 20th, and supposedly there's going to be Twilight and Shining Armor going against each other to settle a long-standing rivalry. And I thought, well, that's really interesting. They've really then been hiding that because any time that those two have been on screen together, we haven't seen any indication of any dissension or anything like that between the two of them. So clearly this, I guess, has maybe been something that's just been festering under the surface for a long time, and we just haven't seen it come to forth until this 200th episode airs. So that will also be something to really pay attention to. So, wow, you guys, this season it's going to be, oh my gosh, it's going to be so many things. It might go down, probably. I don't know if it might, but I'm hoping that it will be, toward the top of my season rankings at the end of the season. It probably will be. I would honestly be shocked if it didn't, especially after season 8 was, more disappointing than positive. Toward the bottom of my season list. This is looking really good. This is looking really promising. a lot to digest, a lot to take in. And I don't know if we're going to get any more trailers or descriptions leading up to the premiere now that we actually have a date. But if this is what we get, then certainly we have a lot to debate, a lot to take in, a lot to consider and discuss before the premiere on April 6th. So yeah, this is going to be good. That's really all that I can take from this, is that this is going to be a good season, a good way for the show to go out, a good way to lead into the future gen and the new movie. I do want to say though one little thing, and I don't know if I've missed it. I certainly didn't see it in the new trailer, but maybe I missed in the first one or not. I don't think I've seen any of Starlight in the trailers, and I hope that doesn't mean that, you know, I understand we've seen a lot of Starlight over the past couple seasons because we've seen her character arc develop. I hope that doesn't mean she's being pushed out of the show, but I haven't really seen anything of her in the trailer. I don't think I might reading too much into that, but I hope not. But the long and short of it is, guys, this is going to be good. This is going to be good. It's going to be, like I said, good way to go out. Lot to take in, lot to dissect, lot to look for over the course of the season. I cannot wait to see what this is going to bring about. What's going to come. I can't wait to start talking about episodes again. I'm really excited. I'm excited, guys. Let's just be clear on that. So thank you guys as always for tuning into my content. Again, it means so much that you guys pay attention, that you like what I do. Again, thumbs up if you like the video. You know, spread the word, subscribe. To all the subscribers who do already, thank you as always. And I will see you guys probably next Tuesday for Tracking the Madness for bracket number 6. And then from there, it will be pretty much, it'll be TTMs up until Selection Sunday. Then we'll have a stream on Selection Sunday night, probably a little bit after 10 o'clock Eastern time, because I'll be DVRing it that night, and then we'll do a live reaction to the bracket reveal. Then Monday the 18th, it will be the gut feeling bracket fill out with Nate and I doing that together. And then the 20th I have planned for ATSD episode number 30. Yeah, episode 30, guys, for ATSD. Again, 30 episodes. Wow. Can't believe it's gone that far either, but it's going to happen. Episode 30. General things I'm probably going to talk about during that. Just a preview of Winnie City upcoming. Give an update on the Alliance, and maybe a couple other things. So who knows what's going to come, but that's going to be a big episode as well. And then March will be in the end. We'll be into March Madness. We'll be in the tournament, and then it'll be April before we know it, and we'll be in Illinois. So a lot is going to happen over the course of this month leading up to the premiere and everything as well. So thank you guys again for tuning in. Thank you for watching. God bless. Have a great day and a great week. And I will see you guys again on Tuesday night for Tracking the Madness episode 6. Spike Dash signing off. Take care.